6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Deputy Prime Minister, during his engagements with international leaders in the United Arab Emirates, has discussed regional peace, economic cooperation, and the emerging global challenges. The Minister for National Food Security says the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz-led government believes in devolution of powers to the people at the grassroots level. A varied duration fifth and last anti-polio campaign of the year will begin across the country tomorrow. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has paid glowing tribute to Hurriyat leader Sufi Muhammad Akbar on his 38th death anniversary being observed today. In Australia, 12 people have been killed in a shooting incident in Sydney. And now the news in detail. The Deputy Prime Minister Mohamed Sagdar, in his brief interactions with counterparts from Poland, Belgium and Luxembourg on the sidelines of Sir Baniyas Forum in the United Arab Emirates, has discussed regional and global challenges. In a catch-up with the Deputy Prime Minister of Poland, Radosław Sikorski, they discussed the current global issues, and during meeting with counterpart from Belgium, Maxime Prévost, the European Union-Pakistan current relations came under discussion. They also discussed the potential that exists between the two countries and to enhance cooperation to a higher level. Mohamed Sagdar and his counterpart from Luxembourg, Betel Javier, also discussed current global challenges. At a meeting with the Foreign Minister of Azerbaijan, Jihan Baramov, regional and bilateral matters of mutual interest came under discussion. Former Foreign Secretary of the United Kingdom and currently the President and the Chief Executive Officer of the International Rescue Committee for Global Humanitarian Aid, Relief and Development, David Miliband, also met the Deputy Prime Minister. The Deputy Prime Minister Sagdar has left Abu Dhabi for Islamabad after attending the Sir Baniyas Forum 2025. At the forum, he engaged in discussions on regional peace, economic cooperation and emerging global challenges with international leaders and policy makers. The Minister for National Food Security, Rana Tanveer Hussain, says the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz-led government believes in empowering the people at the grassroots level. Talking to the media persons in Muridgate today, he said PMLN government during its tenure conducted local government elections and powers were devolved to elected representatives of the local bodies. In reply to a question, Rana Tanveer Hussain said the verdict against Faz Hamid is a landmark decision and other individuals involved in the misuse of authority will also be brought to justice. He said the agenda of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf founder was to weaken the country and its institutions. He expressed the confidence that Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz will secure majority in the upcoming Gilgit-Baltistan general elections. Rana Tanveer Hussain said Nawaz Sharif has urged to include Azad Jammu and Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan in the National Finance Commission Award. The chairman, Pakistan Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority, Bilal bin Saqib, has said for the first time Pakistan has opened a regulated, transparent and globally compliant pathway for global exchanges. Addressing a press briefing in Islamabad, he stated that the issuance of no objection certificates to Binance and HTX represents a practical step toward a new regulatory vision. He said the newly introduced framework will enable effective monitoring of anti-money laundering measures and counter-terrorism financing. Highlighting Pakistan's growing digital asset adoption, the chairman of Pakistan Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority said the country ranks among the world's top 3 crypto adopting nations, with an estimated 30 to 40 million Pakistanis actively using digital assets. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. The fifth and final anti-polio campaign of the year will begin across the country tomorrow. During the campaign, over 45 million children below 5 years of age will be administered anti-polio vaccine drops. The First Lady, Bibi Asifa Bhutto Zardari, has urged parents, caregivers, public representatives and community leaders to actively support the nationwide polio vaccination campaign, commencing from tomorrow. In a statement, she said success of the campaign depends on collective responsibility and called on families to ensure that every child under 5 years of age receives polio drops. The campaign will continue until the 21st of this month. The drive is being conducted in coordination with Afghanistan's December polio campaign to curb cross-border virus transmission. Highlighting the risks associated with the winter season, Bibi Asifa Bhutto Zardari noted that polio virus spreads more aggressively during this period and stressed that no child should be missed. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the All-Party Hurriyat Conference has paid glowing tribute to Hurriyat leader and founding member of Jammu and Kashmir, Mahaze-Azadi Sufi Muhammad Akbar, on his 38th death anniversary today. According to Kashmir Media Service, Sufi Muhammad Akbar passed away on this day in 1987 at his hometown in Sopore. In a statement issued in Srinagar, the All-Party Hurriyat Conference spokesman, Advocate Abdur Rashid Minhas, said Sufi Akbar was a selfless leader who remained committed till his death to the cause of Kashmiris' inalienable right to self-determination promised to them by the United Nations for the oppressed people of Jammu and Kashmir. The spokesperson stated that the continued denial of Kashmiris' political rights by India can endanger peace in South Asia. Meanwhile, in yet another sweeping crackdown operation, the Indian police, supported by Indian paramilitary forces, have detained around 200 Kashmiri youths, labelling them as overground workers across the Kashmir Valley. The crackdown comes amid ongoing heightened coordinated search operations across the occupied territory. In Australia, 12 people have been killed in a shooting incident in Sydney. According to the police, 30 others were also injured in the incident. President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif have reiterated Pakistan's firm resolve to eliminate terrorism in all its forms and manifestations. In their messages of condolences over the shooting incident in Australia, they expressed sorrow over the tragic shooting at Bondi Beach in Sydney, which resulted in the loss of several lives and injuries to many others. The President conveyed condolences to the families of the victims and wished a speedy recovery to those injured, including police personnel hurt while responding to the incident. In a statement on X, Prime Minister extended his deepest condolences to the victims of the tragic terrorist attack at Bondi Beach, Sydney. The Prime Minister said Pakistan stands in solidarity with the people and the government of Australia at this difficult time. The Israeli army, in its continued violations of ceasefire, shelled and launched airstrikes across multiple parts of Gaza today. The Israeli forces also detained 2 fishermen and blew up their boat off the coast of Khan Yunis. The Israeli army has repeatedly violated the ceasefire agreement, and 386 Palestinians have been martyred in these strikes in Gaza. And now cricket. In the Under-19 Asia Cup in Dubai today, India beat Pakistan by 90 runs. Batting first, India were all out for 240 runs in 46.1 overs. In reply, Pakistan were all out for 150 runs in 41.2 overs. And finally, the weather report. Cold and partly cloudy weather is expected over most parts of the country, while very cold conditions are likely in hilly areas during the next 12 hours. However, rain, light snowfall over the mountains is expected at isolated places in Gilgit-Baltistan, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Kashmir and northeastern Balochistan. Fog and smog, while dense fog in patches is likely to persist over the Punjab, Upper Sindh and plain areas of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa during morning and night hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.